Good morning, Walker Stars. I'm so excited to share with you two of my favorite books that I want to read to you today. So the first one is A Bad Case of the Stripes. And this little fun book is by David Shannon and Camilla Cream. She's just a different little girl, and all these crazy things keep happening to her. So I love the suspense of it, and I love the message in the book and what Camilla discovers at the end. But my all-time favorite book to read and to hear is a book called Tiki Tiki Timbo. Tiki Tiki Timbo. And this book has a special place in my heart because my granny used to read it to me all the time, every time I would go over to her house. But it's about this little boy, and his name is Tiki Tiki Timbo, no Sarimbo, Cherry Bear, Rooch Pip, Parrot, Pimbo. Oh my gosh, could you imagine writing that on your paper every time? I couldn't. So if you would love to hear me read my two favorite books, then you're going to come see me this afternoon.
Good morning, second grade. I am so excited to read Across America today with you. My first book is going to be Penguin Problems. It's about this really cute penguin who complains about everything, but one day he meets a friend that makes him realize that life is really awesome. So if you want to read this one, pop into my room. My second one is, seriously, Cinderella is so annoying. Come to see what Cinderella's stepsisters think and see from their point of view all about Cinderella. I hope you join me. Thanks.
Hi friends, how are you? I just wanted to share a couple of books that mean a lot to me. And it was really hard for me to choose two books, but I chose two books for two very different reasons. The first one I chose is called Julius, Baby of the World, and it's by the author Kevin Henkes. And I love Kevin Henkes' books, and I bet some of you do too. You may notice that there's a little mouse in this bed, and one of my favorite characters, as you know in second grade, is Lily. And Lily's in this story, and we read a book of hers very early in the year. So I love Lily, I love her personality. She's kind of spunky, she kind of reminds me of myself, and a little bit of, lots of us. But anyway, that's why I chose to read Julius, Baby of the World. The next book is my favorite book of all time, and it is Thank You, Mr. Falker by Patricia Polacco. A few years ago, maybe more than a few, Patricia Polacco came to Walker Elementary, and she actually talked to us teachers. We got to have lunch with her, and she actually signed this book for us. She signed two books for each of us, which was very special. So that's her signature right there. But what I like about the story, even before I ever met Patricia Polacco, is it's about a student who has dyslexia. And through the years, I've had lots of students with dyslexia. And in this one, this girl is just having a hard time. And it talks all about how the teacher helps her out. And I love the end of the story, and I don't want to give it away, but the end of the story is very special. And my students, when I've read it to them, always are like, oh, really? Is that for real? I'm like, it's a true story. So that's why I like these two books. And if you think you'd like to read either of these books, come see me later this afternoon, and I'll be happy to read them to you.
Good morning, second graders. I am so excited for Read Across America Day today. Okay, let me tell you about some of the books that I've decided to read. So one of my favorites is The Day the Crayons Quit. Not only is this book hilarious, and it talks about the peach crayon being naked, which I think is hilarious, and I know y'all love to laugh at. But this is one of the first books that I got to read to students when I was student teaching at Walker. And so I have really cool memories with this, and I love laughing about it and seeing all the pictures. So, because that's my first book, do you want to guess what my second book is? My second book had to be The Day the Crayons Came Home, and because it has glow in the dark and it's the fun neon colors. So if you want to read more about these and see what happens to the crayons and why they have to come back home, then you can pop into my room, and I would love to read it to you today.
This book is called The Great Fuzz Frenzy, and it is one of my favorite books that I will be reading to some second graders on Thursday. My other favorite book is called Hooray for Wadney Wat, And these two are my favorite books because they are two different types of stories. One is to give us a lesson and one is to make us laugh. If you want to come listen, please join me on Thursday. Thanks. Bye.